Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. So, I just want to start off the video by saying that I should have filmed this like on Sunday when I saw this film. And the reason why I haven't filmed it um, is because this is a religious movie and I enjoyed it and I'm glad I saw it, but my faith is not in the best place right now, and so I sat down to film it a couple of different times, and it was just really hard for me to talk about this film without talking about where I am with my faith life, and I don't really want to make an internet video about like, hey, here's where my relationship is with God, um, because like it's not relevant to the film. Like I'm gonna see right now if I can talk about the film without necessarily talking about my faith. But we'll see how it goes. So The Case for Christ. This is a based on a true story film. I don't know why I did the air quotes. It is based on a true story. It's also based on a book by the same name by a man named Lee Strobel, and the film is not word for word his book. I guess actually I should say this before I start talking about the film. I have not read the book. This is not going to be a book to film analysis. I saw this film for two reasons. One, the trailer looked really interesting, and two, New Catholic Generation. I thought I could go a video without talking about them, but literally, I knew they were going to review this film because they put up a trailer review, and I was like, oh, cool. I like them. I'm watching this video, and then the full review came out, and so I was sitting in an airport starting to watch the Case for Christ review, and then I was like, I need to see this film in order to fully appreciate and understand this review. So I get home to Seattle. I'm trying to go see this film. Eventually I do see the film, and I watch the review, and it's great, and I sit down to film my review, and it's just like not clicking, which is frustrating. But anyways, back to the film. It is about a man named Lee Strobel, who in the beginning of the film is an atheist, and he's a journalist, and then his wife converts to Christianity, and he, through his frustration that his wife is changing, is trying to disprove Christianity so that she will come back to atheism with him, and he ends up failing in his attempt to disprove Christianity and ends up becoming a Christian. So, I really did enjoy the film. It is a beautiful conversion story. Seeing this man really struggle with his wife's faith was very interesting to me because I have atheist friends, and I've never seen the struggle with a conversion like that. Like, I've seen conversions from, like, being a Christian to being Catholic, or then, like, I don't know, someone who's fallen away, coming back, or someone discovering the faith for the first time, but to see the conversion of someone who's a very hardcore atheist, it was really beautiful. It was really inspiring. I kept wondering during the film if atheists would watch this film, or if this film was made just for Christians, and it is my sincere hope that non-Christians will see this film. Because it's one thing for fellow Christians to watch a conversion story and be strengthened in their own faith, but for someone who does not have the Christian faith, to see this inspiring story, like, I just think it would be really cool. And I'm not just gonna like bring it to my atheist friend's house and be like, yo, we're watching this Christian movie. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I saw it with my dad, which was cool because my dad is always looking for Christian themes in films, so to take him to like a Christian film was really cool. And I tried to get him in this vlog, and he wouldn't do it. So sadness. I don't understand why my father, who like went to film school and loves filming things, will not be on camera with me. Maybe you guys will have to berate him in the comments. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at my notes for this film. It got a 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, which made me happy, because when I look at Christian films, this film was made by Pureflix, and so when I saw I'm Not Ashamed and The Shack and Heaven Bound, and Old Fashioned, and there was another Christian movie I saw made by Pureflix. I have like a grading scale for Christian movies, and then you have like the grading scale for regular movies. And in terms of Christian movies, The Case for Christ was really good. It was like a 10 out of 10 for Christian movies. It was not too sappy. It was realistic. It had good drama. The cinematography was good. The music was good. Acting was good. Like, in terms of like just Christian films, 10 out of 10 for The Case for Christ. But then you bring it over to the regular, grading scale. And usually, when I bring a Christian film over to the regular grading scale, it's like night and day. Like, I'm Not Ashamed, I would say, is a 8 out of 10 on the Christian scale, but then like a 5 out of 10 on like the regular movie scale. Case for Christ is 10 out of 10 on the Christian scale, and I would say an 8 out of 10 on the regular movie scale. It was not like the best movie in the world, but it was definitely better than a 50%. I had a good time watching it. The conversion story, it was a beautiful film in message and in execution. So I definitely give it an 8 out of 10. I recommend it. I mean, if you're a Christian, I would highly recommend seeing this movie because it will inspire you as a Christian. But even if you're a non-Christian, I think it's really interesting how this guy is trying to disprove the resurrection, and he has to do all this research. And yeah, first he goes to a priest, but then he goes to a psychologist, and then he goes to a medical doctor. And I think if you are a non-Christian, curious about the resurrection, I would recommend reading the book. But if you're lazy and don't want to read the book, I would see the movie. Like, I have not read the book. I do want to read it now. It is long, and it is nonfiction, and I don't want to say it's boring because I've never read it, but like, I have a feeling that it's not going to be something I cozy up to bed with. So we'll see. If you guys see a book review for The Case for Christ within the calendar year, we will have a discussion about it. But yeah, I really like this movie. I recommend you see it. I'm tired. I'm trying to stay smiley for the camera. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to review Guardians of the Galaxy this weekend because it's opening weekend. But yeah, we'll see. My sister's first communion is today. This is going up on Saturday. So yeah, my sister's first communion is today. So that's, if you guys could pray for her, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna film stuff. So anyways, thank you for watching. Go see The Case for Christ. I'll see you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.